Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm PANCZASU, the mighty mix power, entering a battle right from the start, because apparently that's what the AI wants us to do, starting my timer, this time on time, for a change, yet again, that's the second time in a row. I think I'm improving on that front. Anyway, yeah, this is Endless Space, but I do have a small announcement before we start. So while we're watching epic explosions, actually, wait for the announcement. But because first of all, I want to try the illusion out. It's gonna be awesome, at least I believe it is. And I quite frankly, simply wanna see how it goes. So what I'm gonna do is maybe go somewhere like this, and I have more ships than they do. Hahaha. It is cool. The thing that is not cool is the fact that I cannot seem to adjust my camera to actually be in a place where I want it to be, which is unfortunate. Yeah. And I would really like to switch to the auto camera now, but unfortunately that is impossible right now. Maybe it will be the future. Oh no! I lost my mothership! Not really. This is a cool ability. It really is. I like it a lot. But anyway, actually, quite a lot of enemy ships survived my first volley of stuff, I guess we could call it. But in the second volley it should be pretty good. My EMP didn't work out, but so did the enemy camouflage. And the enemy rockets, they do do some damage to my ships. They actually did manage to hit Destiny Ascension? Wow. Oh no, actually, isn't there just another ship somewhere? Yeah, there's a destroyer that got the pounding. The being, not the Destiny Ascension, so there is nothing surprising there. And come on, I wanna say... Whatever, I'm just gonna try it anyway. So, apparently it is some kind of key giveaway time, game giveaway time or whatever. In this instance, it is actually a beta key invitation to Planetside 2, a game that I probably talked a couple of times in the past because, quite frankly, I love it! Yeah, no, seriously. Planetside 2 is a really great game, and it is a free-to-play, massive multiplayer online first-person shooter with arcadey flight simulator-ish elements to it that is going to be released in a very long time. So if you wanna play it right now, you can't unless you're part of the beta. And if you want to be a part of the beta and you couldn't find a way to actually be a part of the beta, I'm offering you a free key to join the beta. I only have one of those, so rules apply as they usually do. In the description of this video, you will see the set of rules that you need to follow if you want to have a chance to win the Planetside 2 beta key. If you wonder if I am a reliable source of keys, another lottery of a full game, not just a beta key, just finished, so yeah. And I also have quite a big history of giving away some free stuff in the past, so especially beta invitations, so you can trust me. And if you don't, then I guess this is just your trust issue problem and you never get your Planetside 2 beta key. That's your problem, not mine. I could give it to my friends, but I'm a nasty piece of annoying little bastard that decided not to do so, and I'm losing my entire fleet over here. No, it actually sounds kinda cold when I say that I have a friend to give it to, and I don't, but this guy... there are some reasons why I don't want to give them to him. I'll tell him about the lottery though. Yes, I'm really evil. Oh, maybe a little bit too evil, but I don't care. I guess it is good for you guys, because otherwise you would be unable to have even a chance to get this beta key, unless from a different channel. Yeah, I guess this is a possibility. But now you can get it from my channel. Great, now I have a little bit of illusions that should allow me to get some protection against the really horrifying missiles, because the enemy missiles are something that I'm really afraid of. They can deal a huge amount of damage to my ships, and while I also do manage to deal a fair amount of damage back at the enemy, I'm losing a fair amount of ships myself, so having those illusions, it really helps me out. That's warheads, and I always... well, not always. Right now I decided to use illusion in the first phase, so that I can shield against some of those rocket damage that is really scary from the opponent. But in the medium range, when I don't have to fear the rockets quite as much as I do in the long range, I can just go ahead and change to dust warheads for maximum damage. I could start with dust warheads. Maybe this will be something that I will try in the future. Right now, however, this fleet is not in the best position. It isn't even a fleet, it's just a single ship. Fortunately, it is Destiny Ascension, and this ship is pretty much indestructible, and I see no way of the enemy actually doing any damage to this beast. and I will gladly make it so that this remains so. And wow, my Destiny Ascension, even though it almost has no weapons, also managed to take out the enemy Dreadnought. Good job, Destiny Ascension, I love you. So, we are doing a-okay. I mean, I did just lose all of my areas and more, and pretty much every single ship I had in my fleet, but I still have my Destiny Ascension, and this is the only thing I care about, to be quite honest, because it is awesome! Yeah. So, now with that out of the way, I have to figure out a way to conquer those planets, because while Destiny Ascension is pretty much indestructible, it is not the best ship when it comes to conquering systems, so I will have to figure something out. But on the other hand, I also do want to finish this boring stuff with the amoebas and just kill them already, because apparently Sois and Pinkus still are having problems with finishing those guys off, and I can hardly blame them looking at those numbers, so yeah, that is a thing. I can finish the movement speed of the movement orders of my fleets. I don't remember what they were, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Now, Galactic Leaders. Oh, I guess my hero is at level 20 now. That is indeed the case. 2 last ability points to spend. Now, as I said, I'm not sure if there are any other special abilities, unlockables, that I'm interested in. But what I do know for a fact, oh yeah, okay, I remember. What I want to have, that is definitely going to improve my stuff is... No, not that. It's going to be Defender 2 because it just gives me flat out better defense. And yes, maybe if I went for one of those other abilities, I would get something epic, but I don't know that for sure. I could check it on the wiki or somewhere, I guess, but it would be kind of lame. So instead, I'm just gonna try and go ahead and go for the Defender. And oh! Ultimate defense, yes! Wait a minute, but I do have Illusion already. Then again, Illusion having only Destiny Ascension is not going to be useful at all. It's just going it will flat out refuse to work. I don't have enough control points on my feet. So, ultimate defense is going to be good enough. Especially it will give me some more survivability to my excuse me, Dreadnoughts. So, it is actually a pretty good card, and now that I think of it, I believe that having a choice between Illusion and Ultimate Defense, I would consider Ultimate Defense to be better than Illusion. It is kind of situational, but overall I think in terms of defense, Ultimate Defense is better. That said, remember, this ability comes from Commander, this ability comes from Adventurer, so if your hero is not a Commander, you can still get a sick defensive ability if you are indeed an Adventurer, and then you simply have to go for Illusion, which is a really nifty ability, and it looks cool as well, which is important, at least for me. I have a lot of Hexaferum, this is nice, won a bunch of battles, won them just barely, but I guess it counts. Yeah, okay, this is just a scanning ship, and well, the Husha don't have such a huge army as I would hope from them to, but it looks like they're just running back and forth between the planets. Okay, I can wait for you guys, I can just kill them, everybody on my own, and you can just go ahead, sip some Cubayan drinker. I have no idea what this means, but it was supposed to sound funky. I have no idea what funky means actually, that is... But whatever, it did sound funky, maybe, no, whatever. Okay, so this system already has this improvement that gives me more control, yes it does. And yet, the amoebas are still... Well, the amoebas, the thing about the amoebas I'm going to show to you is that they do indeed have a trait that gives them a huge amount of... Where is it? Symbiosis? And that's not it. Masters of... No. Hold on a second. They do have a thingy that... No, I want to find it. Diplomats? No. Symbiosis? No. Naive? No. Masters of Illusion? No. Mutual Understanding? No. Rich Soil? No. Hold on a second, so they lost this ability? In the past, amoebas had the ability that gave them more control over their areas, but apparently it used to be Horatio ability a long time ago, so maybe it is now Horatio ability yet again. I'll just check it real quick. Star Goddess, yeah, Horatio did regain this ability. I was surprised why the amoebas got it in favor of Horatio. Well, now it is back. Still... Yeah, so if this is the case, why do I have no control over this area? Why the amoebas have so much of influence area dominance on me? I don't know, I'll try to fix it by going for a little bit more of predictive sensor array, but it's not gonna cut it, I don't think so. Well, I can try at least, but still, as I said, it's not gonna cut it. Okay, So you, dear sir, you still have movement, but I wanted you to stay at the system for a reason, if only I could remember what reason that was. Unfortunately, I don't, but what I do know is the fact that this fleet, per se, I'm not sure if I can even call it a fleet, needs some reinforcements. So there is a morph and 2 areas incoming. I need a lot more areas if I want to make some change happen. So wait a minute, there's one morph there, so I don't need this one, but I do need those areas. So I'm gonna create a separate fleet of Epsilon, send them to the AIN system. Let's have a quick look at those. Those are Area 5s. Area 5s are not particularly interesting to me, but this fleet does need a morph, so I can send this one to Ilium and actually prepare to assault Amoebas just because, hey, why not? I might give myself like one more turn or maybe 2 turns to wait for the attack, but for now I think I am a-okay, more or less at least. Those 2 areas, you know what, I desperately need more areas, so I'm gonna just send them there and retrofit out as soon as they reach their destination. Let's get another area, you go there as well. I'm just sending every fleet, excuse me, ship I have to this general area of my main fleet. So you yourselves go to Fessia, and then I'll decide when to send you afterwards. Which I believe is a nifty plan indeed. Let's have a quick look at our research lab and see how we're doing this with knowledge. We're the worst? How? Okay, we need to make something change right now. I mean, this is just out. I'm not taking it. Especially if I'm third in terms of foods production, this is also relatively surprising. I don't really get it, but whatever. What we will need to do is to boost our science production while still getting a positive dust production, which is going to be tricky. So let's have a quick look what is going to give us more science. This, decreasing my taxes by 5%, is going to increase my science by quite a lot, 150 more, well, more or less 150. If I, however, go for those conversion thingies and decide to make dust, then let's have a quick look. I will lose a lot of dust right here, and I'll get... You know what, but I need the dust, so what I'm going to do instead is lower the tax rate. Also, this is going to increase my happiness in pretty much every of my system, which is even more substantial and even more helpful. And I can go into a little bit of debt, and the reason for that being that my main hero can steal some dust from the battles that he has won. I'll try to... But I need the money as well. Well, I think I'll be able to hold on for some time at least. I mean, Loris is creating a morph and a bunch of areas and a lot of other stuff as well. Man, it is really creating a lot. But no, I think I'll be able to make it through. Maybe, hopefully. If not, I might trade one of my science discoveries to one of my allies for money. I'll just ask them to give the money to me straight away. And is any of my systems in stagnation? Well, Scion is, and Nevos is. Let's have a quick look if any... Well, Nevos I cannot do anything about, can I? That's a medium arid, so no, indeed, I cannot do anything about it. But how about Nevos? Where is Nevos anyway? I completely forgot... Wait a minute, do I have Nevos? Oh, that is Nevos. So Scion, okay, there was Scion. So what can I do about this system? Nothing whatsoever. I could yet again do this transfer population thingy to one of my different systems. So let's have a quick look at which one of my systems is most productive instead of either dust or science. And answer to both of that is probably going to be Fessia, because my amazing hero is there. Well, apparently Scion and Ilium are producing even more dust, but it's a very, very small difference. While in terms of science, you can see that Fessia is clearly the winner, though Lesos is just behind it. So still, I think I'll most likely send some of my population into Fessia. I have quite a bit of space left in here, so Scion, it is producing me quite a lot of dust, and now that I'll stop this, I'm going to be in an even bigger debt, which is going to be annoying, but I believe in the long run it is going to be helpful. So how about I make myself just 4 procreators? I think it is nice. I should be able to make them all in a single turn. If not, then I'll cry and be all sad and so on and so forth. But it should be okay. Also, I could go for this upgrade to give me even more science. I'll think about it. I'm not sure if I quite have the dust stability to actually support changing the intercident conversion into constructing actual improvers, which then again costs dust. I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be able to conquer Esau Ranas, then I could actually use this stuff. quite effectively on top of that. For now, however, I'll just skip the turn. Not really skip it, just end it per se. So, actually I didn't check the sound settings, so I just have to pray that everything is recording alright, and that indeed I am recording, which is the case. That's nice. So, about the Hero series, because you have seen this really short video in which I was showcasing the problem that we are having with the multiplayer aspect of Hero 6, which is quite substantial, I might add. Well, we are working on it. I am actively contacting with the Ubisoft support, and we might try and maybe actually be able to solve this issue. I really hope that this is indeed the case, and as soon as this is resolved, you are going to see some pretty cool Hero 6 footage. At least I hope that this is what we're gonna get, and wow, I have a lot of abilities, and ultimate defense costs a lot on top of that, 51 dust. Now, if I add that to the fact that I am losing dust rather than make it, I might indeed have to just resign from one of the things that I was making in one of my systems and instead just go ahead and make more dust. Oh, it wasn't a specific thing that I was doing in the system, it was indeed... Oh, no! No, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I am... Retreat. I don't know, don't care, just retreat. I was able to take out one of the enemy dreadnoughts, but I'm taking a really big panic. I cannot lose my mothership. I cannot, dear sir. This is not happening. No, stop it. How did they get such a powerful technology? That is one of the best Kinex technology. No! No! Abandon the ship! Where's Picard? We really need him. Always for naught. The debris of my ship just evacuated, but it is too late. Oh. Well, we are having a problem. Houston, I think we need to see this. We just lost our mothership. We lost our mothership. And you know, this is kind of thing that in medieval, when you're losing a flag, you will either lose the battle or instead your men will just get furious and start fighting back so incredibly intensely to just get your flag back and wave it in front of your enemy's nose to just show that you do not care and you're gonna kill every single one of them, and this is exactly what I'm going to do! Super Saiyan! Sorry, that was a little bit too much, and my throat is still... Well, it is good per se, but I shouldn't really shout too much, I guess, and I cannot go into my awesome overacting mode. So what I'm going to do is, yes, I need more production. The reason why I need more production is pretty straightforward, and I'll explain it in a second. First of all, though, I will need some more damage output as well. So how about we go for this stuff? Thank you very much. Now, OMG, I have so much dust, and I have so little knowledge, and I should really care about it. Not at all. Thank you very much. Lesus, what on earth were you doing that you're not doing anything? I don't know, but we're gonna take care of that in a moment. First of all, though, while I still remember to do so, well, you guys go over there. Do not go to Iron System. This is a death system. I don't want it. I don't want it. It will only evoke bad memories. It is like the place when you lost your entire army, because actually I kinda did. So how about full retreat, go back to Loras, go back to Loras. Everybody, I don't care who you are, where you are going, just retreat. I'm gonna give it to Hishu right away. I don't want the system, maybe they will want it. I, however, indeed do not. How is this system called? Let's have a quick check. Yes, indeed, this is the case. Sorry, this is the wrong button. And yes, you can know that something big is coming in, and it is going to be big. I'm just gonna rip the hearts out. Man. Wow. Actually, I need some more dust per 10, but how much can I make them give me? Apparently nothing. Okay. How about you give me some dust? Okay, this will do. I think it is satisfying. Okay, so I have a little bit of dust. This is going to keep me going for a while. And in the long run, sure, iron would give me more dust than that. But it would really be a long run, and quite frankly, I don't want to have anything to do with the system. And on top of that, I wanted to give it to my opponents Anyway, so what I'm going to do? You, dear sir, you need to guard our borders. But actually you don't. But how about you do? Okay, you go to Red NF, make sure that our friends have no problem holding the system. And also it will secure our OIAT system on top of that. Now what we need to do is basically fire everybody. No, not really. What we need to do is, okay, those are the most productive systems, right? No, this is nice. First of all, I want my mothership back. Thank you very much. Those pesky children these days. I'll have them all on a plate and I'll eat them. Seriously though. I will. I will. Mark my words. And areas all the way. I just don't care how many times I click this. I don't... Go away. I don't need science. Science doesn't help me. I need guns. Lots and lots of guns. And I'm gonna kill them with those guns. As Joker said, I enjoy dynamite, gunpowder, and gasoline. And those things have one thing in common, they are cheap. So I'm gonna go for them as many as humanly possible. I don't care about nothing right now, but total annihilation of the United Empire. I'm not having this. I'm gonna kill every single one of those guys. And, well, my colonization ships, okay, they didn't make it through just yet. And just, seriously guys, it is gonna be the death of everybody. Okay, so those are my most productive systems, they're doing some stuff. My less productive system though, I guess GLaDOS is kinda right too. I will need some science in order to achieve victory. So how about I do give myself a little bit more of just that. Do I need anything more? That's the bias system and the straight roll bonuses. I don't need all that much. There is nothing I care about in here. There is little I care about in here and nothing that I care about right now. In here there is nothing except for that. Thank you very much. I'll take the science. In here it is the same deal again. And in here, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I don't care about dust. I can lose dust. I can lose a bajillion dust. I will achieve victory. There's nothing that is gonna stop me from doing so. Some of the systems are still producing dust, but that's okay. I will need that for my war expense. I'm trying to think if I should actually... No! We're doing this style. No, actually I need a little bit of dust. This doesn't change the happiness on any of my systems, so I'll stick to 10% tax rate, just so I can keep this expense for a little bit longer. And as you can clearly see, we're gonna create a threat so big, it will not only blot out the sun, it will blot out all the black holes in the entire universe. No light will be shown anywhere. No, not only black holes, but the suns as well. Everything that emits any sort of light, it is going to be blotted out. No question about that. My fleet is going to be the biggest fleet of all. I wanted to go for the peaceful winning solution. I wanted to win this game by going for science. Nope! You made me angry. You killed Destiny Ascension. You're going down. You remember what happened to Sovereign? He got decimated. And that's precisely what is going to happen to you, boy. You messed up with the wrong panda. And I'm here to kick you now. I wanted to say something else, but I resisted myself in the last moment. Which is, I guess, good. Come on, ships. I want you to move now. And of course, those guys are blocking the system, which is all sorts of not so nice, because those ships need to go out of here right now, and they cannot indeed, which is mildly annoying. And it's almost captured as well, and it will be captured to make it even more funny, actually. So I guess it's good I got rid of it. You guard the system with your life. I don't care what happens, nobody passes through it. You got that? I hope you did. Man, stuff is going down. I'm gonna kill everybody. I am. There is really no doubt about that. You, populate. Populate as you never populated before. I want the system to give me dust and science for my war efforts. I didn't even notice that I had even more place on my terrain. I guess this is an oversight on my part, but whatever, I can live with that. You, for a second, go away. I will need this and this, thank you very much. Maybe it will give me some kind of bonus. Have Destiny Ascension for free that is actually indestructible, not semi-indestructible as it turned out to be. No, stuff is going down, as you can clearly see. Stuff is going down, people are going to be blown apart, and I'll laugh as I take a bath in their blood. That's what's gonna happen. This is precisely what's gonna happen. And you know what? While we are at it, I'm just gonna speed up some of this stuff. Actually, looking at the cost, maybe let's not go overboard, shall we? Yeah. I'll take a sip of water. Because my juice wasn't enough refrigerator. So water it will be. Yeah, take that, water. I swallowed that water. It had no chance against a fight against me. Yeah, take that. Water is not good enough against me. I can't drink any water. Nah, unless it's poisoned. Okay, Yudir says, if I would go for retreat, I would probably retreat to the enemy system. But I don't care about retreat, I care about blood. And what is going to give me the most effective way of attacking the enemy? Probably EMP. I'm not too sure, I guess I could keep reading those stuff. Well, maybe adaptive strategy would be better. But in the end, I just went for the EMP. It should be quite good enough. Those rockets are going to pound my opponents. And yeah, that's kind of the enemy has some lasers. I'm gonna unlaser him to death. And actually, I'm losing my ships. Another set of degrees. But okay, the rockets are going here, and you're gonna take them. Yes! Who cares? I lost all of my ships that came here. I'm gonna completely obliterate everybody. I don't care that I lost 3 ships at the expense of 1. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, take that. If I were a werewolf, some people say that I am. But if I were like a legit werewolf that can control its transformations, I would right now transform. There's no question about that. And oh, looky here! I've got self-replicating structures. You know what that means? Even more powerful ships that I'm going to utilize to obliterate every single one of those pesky little enemies that try and pretend like they're cool enough to actually kill me. You're not cool enough, Brosefs. You are not. I can completely redesign this ship. Why not? I'm cool enough. It's stupid, but I can do it. I'm gonna die at the end of this video, but I don't care. Actually, I kinda do. But whatever. I have beams. Why did I get those? You know what? Just to make it more interesting, we're gonna have a beam. Yeah, a single one, but still, we're gonna have a beam. And 5 plasma slugs. And 7 positron torpedoes. At least, maybe 10. Actually, positron torpedoes take a while to get to the enemy, so how about we have 7 plasma slugs? Yeah, and some defense on top of that. So how about 3 that, 3 that, and 3 that? That's not exactly too defensive, I might say. But it doesn't matter as long as this... Actually, it does matter a little bit. So you know what, pinch guns? We're not gonna go for you. We're gonna go for some more defense, I guess. And this is not really all that optimal, I have to say. I mean, I do have a lot of weapons right now, but I wouldn't even be able to use them all that effectively. So you know what? Torpedoes, I can sacrifice 1 or 2. And I'm gonna still be relatively vulnerable to beams, but they are the weakest in terms of pure damage output out of all 3 weapons. And now I'm at least better protected against super dense ammo and... against super ammo. I'm better protected against rockets and also kinetics on top of that. This should be pretty neat, I hope. And also, yet again, my tonnage is bigger than the maximum, but who cares? I don't care, my ships are too cool to care. In the end, it might be a pretty bad decision. Those ships might die like flies, and they're not even glass cannons because I didn't focus on missiles. I don't care. I make my own rules. Yeah, that's how cool I am. That's what kind of boss I am. I'm not a boss, not by any stretch of the imagination. But let's pretend I am. Right, so we're gonna get for this one to give ourselves some more of that. This gives us fleet HP per 10, which is nice. This gives us a lot of vision. Dusty sensors, well, they shouldn't really give us a lot of vision if they're dusty. Actually, do I care about vision? No, I don't really. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have to have +4, but aside from that, this is a pretty useless upgrade. Somebody made a suggestion to make it a more useful upgrade in the forums, but for now, this isn't implemented just yet, so yeah. Useless fusion pod, on the other hand, yes, it is useful. Useless? Useless. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so we need to make this ship a little bit more reliable, aka more resistant to enemy firepower. So right now, 11 super decimal ammo and 99 plasma shoots and magnetic deflection. It should make it stand out a little bit more. It's still relatively vulnerable apparently, unfortunately, but it should be able to take out a little bit more punishment than it did in the past. Also, as to go kinetics, you're gone. I will need some more rocket defense because unfortunately, those rockets are extraordinarily annoying. Somebody just fires them and that's it. You just need to push a button and it's all good. Future patch, fortunately addressed it in a kinda-ish, the patch that I cannot use because I'll lose my save files. But this, as I said, this isn't this patch yet, so I cannot do anything about that. And losing you, my lover, was painful. Let us never live through that again, shall we? Okay, so, let me think. What do you want to go for? More HP or rather some more defense? I think this is a good idea. So then I'm going to add what actually killed me in the past. Was it rockets? No, those are the kinetics, weren't they? Pesky kinetics, okay. I mean, the beams also had the part in it, and the rockets too, but kinetics were the problem. So this is a pretty good selection of things to have on my ship. I believe it will be good enough. Also, I absorb more damage right now. Intelligent tools. I'm not sure, I might resign from that and instead just give myself some more HP, because I have more enough to give myself some repairs, so I guess this will do. Magnetic potion and ablative shielding should also do the trick, hopefully. Now I have a little bit more HP on top of that, so it will be almost 2000 HP shouldn't go down too easily, now should it? Okay, this is nice, I will need to retrofit all those ships. I'm tired, I'm sorry. It wasn't too long ago when I was actually sick, and I'm still kinda sick, though I can still apparently shout, as you heard for yourself. But I should really kinda save my voice, and what I'm doing right now is suboptimal, to say the least. But first of all, where lessons? Yes, there we go. Destiny Ascension, you definitely, apparently I did retrofit everybody. Who cares, I have the money for it thanks to my friends. Everybody assemble at Lors. Every single of my ships, I want you to go to Lors. Every single one of those that are already created, I want you to go to Lors. As simple as that. And I need to scratch my nose. I just finished scratching my nose. Are you proud of me? Well, you should be. No, you shouldn't really. And yeah, so my plans for this cast were killing the United Empire, attacking amoebas and so on and so forth. But I got my lesson of being humble, apparently, and there we go. And this is not what we're gonna get. Instead, we will have to recreate our armada and make it so that it is billion times bigger than it used to be, and crush, obliterate everybody in those systems. I thought I had this in the bag. I do have this in the bag, but I needed to be a bloodbath rather than anything else. But meanwhile, while this is going on, I might as well say the turn and say my outro, because I'm hungry and I shouldn't talk too much because I fear for my voice. It was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, currently raging horribly. If you somehow manage to enjoy my videocast, then please like it, maybe subscribe to my channel, why not? And please also feel encouraged to leave a comment, because I do love reading them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online as I save this game. Yeah, see you later.